Hello and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Millie and today I'm going to be playing around with some brand new Terra Moons Multichrome eyeshadows. It's two different bundles that they released. I can't remember. Was it February? I think it was in February. It was a pre-order and they just arrived actually early. And I'm so excited. So what I'm going to be doing is eye swatches of all of these, and I'm going to be using 5 different tools to apply them. Just when you think that there's no other possible multi-chromes to come out, there are. Terra Moons proves us wrong. There's just infinite amount of possible multi-chrome eyeshadows, and here we are with 11 more shades. They also did release some more duochrome regular shimmers, but I did not pick those up because these were already decently expensive on their own. I did purchase these myself. And the shade I'm most excited about is Reign of Terra because it's just, oh my god, when I saw it swatched, I knew I had to have it. But when I'm wearing on my lid is actually a Helix Nebula, which is this shade, which impressed me in the eye swatches, and you'll see that. So I'm also going to be creating this look at the end of the video. I totally forgot to mention that, so that you have an idea what one of the shades at least looks like paired with matte eyeshadows. And I will be also doing a bunch of other tutorials with these sometime in the future because they're just so beautiful. I mean, is there any way to not be blown away by multi-chromes? And I mean, you know I'm a sucker for multi-chromes. And if you're interested about this highlighter that I have on my cheeks, that video is already live for Multichrome Monday this week. So make sure you check it out. And for the eye swatches, I am not going to be using any sort of eyeshadow primer, nor a tacky base. I'm going to wet the brush with water at the most. Same for this look. I did not use any sort of glitter primer, just an eyeshadow base, obviously, for the matte. But I really wanted to show you in this video how they work without any sort of tacky primer. Let's get right into the eye swatches and then the tutorial on this look. So I'm going to be showing you application of these 5 different ways, and then I'm just going to stick to one way, which is with my finger. But the first way is with a sponge tip applicator. Good old sponge tip, you know, I mean, highly underrated, still really good for shimmers. Is it very practical? No, but it definitely does its job. Next is a silicone applicator. This one's from Sephora, also really amazing for any sort of like liquid type of eyeshadows as well. Really picks up especially textured shadows. Then also with a flat long bristle shader brush. This one is from ColourPop. They don't make these anymore, but there's so many brushes out there like this, it doesn't really matter. It's just to see how this type of brush applies it. And then lastly, this type of brush, which is also a shader brush, but it's just a bit more fluffy. As you can see, it's just also different shape, longer and shorter bristles. And this one's also from ColourPop, and it's part of, I believe, the Stone Cold set, so I don't think they sell this one separately, but you can find fluffy brushes like this as well. And lastly, I will just be using my finger. there's so many shades to choose from. 12. Wait, 12? 13? Something like that. And I'm priming with the Sigma eyeshadow primer. I've been actually kind of liking it. I don't like that it's yellowy, like it's got a yellow tinge, so I feel like for really bright or pastel looks, it's not the best because it's gonna affect the color. But my eye's gonna be a little bit dry, so ignore that after swatching all of these. But there's definitely some that I'm like really just dying to use, and especially after eye swatching them. I mean, they're all super beautiful and I just want to put them all on my lid. I was surprised because I was really looking forward to Reign of Terra, which is still really stunning, but when I saw these two, so we got Ceres and Helix Nebula. And these two, I mean, they're just so unique. I definitely don't have anything like this in my collection. They're just so stunning. So I have to use these. So for this look, I'm gonna be using my Makeup Geek, I always forget what it's called, the Matrix, the one that has like all the bright shades. And I am missing 2 out of here, so I will have to get those eventually. I didn't even realize. So I wanna do something purple to play off of the purple, but there is also just, I can't put my finger on it. There's definitely kind of like a pink and a gold, and there's just so much. So first I'm going in with Pretty in Pink, and I'm putting that a little bit higher above my crease because I do want this to kind of be above everything and have everything blend into it. And so just blending it in circular motions. I can definitely feel my eyes dry going in with the brush, and it's just like, oh, I need some eye cream ASAP. And then I'm taking on Wednesdays, and I'm gonna just kind of deepen that up like right in the crease area. Just a little bit, not too much. Next I'm taking Eternally Grateful, which is seriously just like such a perfect, really deep matte purple, and I'm packing it on to the outer corner. I don't want to do anything like too graphic with these shades because I just really want them to have their moment and shine literally on my lid. Just want to appreciate them. You know, some shades are just like that, just like with the Plain Jane palette. I just really wanted to do simple matte kind of look and then layer these on top so we can appreciate them. So I picked up some Helix Nebula on my brush, and I mean, just, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. It's so magical. And I sprayed my brush after I put it on and picked it up. After I picked it up, I'm just gonna put that pretty much on most of my lid. Oh god, it's so beautiful. I don't want to take this off. I already can tell. I love, you could see the shift over here and then like an in between, and then it gets like darker as I'm layering it over top the deep purple. So let me just go in, and I kind of wanted to almost like just really blend into the purple out here. The more lid with Multichromes you cover, the better, because the more likely you'll be able to see just most of the shift, because they need that curve to show the shift. And also sometimes I'll use multiple Multichromes on the lid if I'm just feeling like I just want something flashy, but for the most part I like to appreciate the shifts on their own. So if I was to go in with like another Multichrome here, or just do 2 Multichromes, you're just not gonna see all the shifts because you have 1 Multichrome on like a flat surface, 1 on a bend, and you're not gonna be able to see all the different, you know, 3+ shifts on each of the shades on the lid. It's gonna look really magical and super dimensional, but you're just not gonna really be able to appreciate, you know, each shift individually. So I'm gonna do the other eye, put on some mascara, lashes, etc., and then come back to finish off my lower lash line and inner corner. So I'm back, and I put on the Druid lashes from Copacetic Cosmetics, and I also put on the lower lash line Crybaby from ColourPop lower lash line, lower waterline, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna finish off this look connecting my lower lash line like always. Surprise, surprise. I'm not gonna do anything else really on the lower lash line. We're picking up a little Pretty in Pink and putting that towards the inner half. I'm gonna go in with Ceres, or however it's pronounced, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. I do think I'm gonna spray it, so I'm gonna pick it up and spray it. Oh, It's so beautiful. You can still like see all the shiftiness, even though it's in covering such a small area. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to put this all over my lid. I think this layered over like a deep eyeshadow would be just absolutely amazing. So here's the finished look. So obviously this is not a review, I've only eye swatched them and used two in this look, so I'm not going to give you any final thoughts. However, I think it's pretty clear from just the eye swatches how amazing these are. I mean, they're so beautiful. I would say some of them are more metallic than others. Like these two more pastel shades, I think those you could use like pretty sheer if you wanted to, but I think if you use some kind of a tacky base or a glitter primer with these, you could get them pretty opaque. And I'm just so excited to use all of these. I really just want to use them all right now at the same time, put them all over my face because they're just so stunning. Application wise, I would say finger was just really easy. I know that's not everyone's preferred way. You know, for the longest time I really hated to do it, but I've gotten used to it. But also the silicone applicator was really great, as well as the more like fluffier shader brush, especially if I wet it after I picked up the shadow. I mean, anytime you really wet, you know, the shadow and the brush, you'll get a super foiled effect. These are already really foiled, but definitely wetting them just like brings it up a notch. So let me know in the comments below which shade or shades, it's going to be really hard to choose, is your favorite, and if you picked these up already or if you plan on picking them up. And if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's lots of indie makeup, shiny, shifty, sparkly eyeshadow content already on my channel and much more to come, so you don't want to miss out. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time.